back in the day, the old streaming stuff. He was a great Selena, and that's pretty meta right now.
Oh.
So that puts him one up over Gymnast.
Yes.
Because Gymnast was also a player manager from Next Place Solid.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into this draft here, boys. You know,
7-year history, baby.
7-year history.
Well, we're looking back.
Aurora on the blue, Twisted Minds on the red here. Bands. Are they going to be the exact same? I mean, the Louis Yi, the Joy here for Aurora.
Oh, they actually. Oh, wait, no, yeah, it's the exact same one.
Fanny's still open, though.
Fanny.
Just a little, shake up on the order.
Yeah, if we're going to follow the trend from the previous game, that's going to be a Fanny band, yes, for Twisted Minds, and a Lucas band, there it is, for Aurora. So same exact bands.
Coach Bonchan trying to pull a quick one over, like, when am I banning the Fanny?
Yeah.
Is this the Suyo?
It's gotta be.
See if they just go that route again.
The Immortals ones, bless him again.
Yes, sir. Okay, this is where you get the Granger, I would say. Come on, Twisted Minds. There it is.
Grenier Eve.
Eve? You think Eve, or did they give up the Harith? Oh, they go. Whoa.
Okay, so they're doubling down on the idea of the Hilda. Sure.
That's their hero.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
theirs.
If that's their main tool for backline access, prepare. Just, you know what? Honestly, you could just go Phoveus again. And this time, your Aurora is going to be the one playing the Eve.
Or Harith.
Yeah. Yeah, they can actually also get Harith Cho if they want to really just double down on them controlling the temple. Actually, if that's the theme that Aurora wants to go for, control the temple, pick up the Cho now. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Twisted Minds decides to ban it actually in the second phase.
Yeah, Cho interacts very well with Hilda. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
Okay.
We don't know, by the way. This second pick, blue side Hylos is a great flex. In my opinion, a better flex than that Hilda.
Yeah. So, what are they trying to signal to Twisted Minds? It's like, go pick the Eve? Oh, there it is. Okay, a Hanzo debut.
Hanzo feels good, man. I was playing around with Hanzo over the past week, and he's great. Like, there's a way to play Hanzo like you play Suyo.
Like you play Suyo?
Yeah, like you can be an assassin and a utility hero in the jungle because of the adjustments of previous patch.
Okay. Hanzo over here. The fact that Twisted Minds has the Hanzo and the Granger this time, I'm feeling a little bit better about it too. And maybe they do flex the Hilda. You know, maybe that's part of the game plan here while we get through the second phase. The Valentina goes out. There's the Phoveus. Good quality bands here for the second phase. Do they still buckle down on even that covering the XP lane option here, Aurora towards Twisted Minds?
Potentially, yeah. For Coach Bonchan, though, interestingly enough, since they have the Hanzo with them, their roamer can actually be very conservative. Because the Hanzo, if they time things right, can actually be the sub-roamer alongside the EXP laner.
Yeah.
So it's like the Hilda and the Hanzo together working to break formations, dive down to the back line, get info, while your roamer can just be busy in the back trying to protect and trying to peel. If ever you decide to go for counters, as like if you decide to pick up a Tigreal, if you suddenly surprise and then swerve, where you go for a roam Hilda, then you go EXP Edith. But although that's quite unlikely. So Aurora will double down on the EXP lane pickups.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're forcing the Hilda to go into the EXP. They're still respecting the possibility of a roam Hilda. I think that's something we have to watch out for the next few drafts. That roam Hilda is something that teams are looking for now.
That's why, when we open up game one, because I would have said the same thing. Like you guys, 4 out of 5, Hilda goes in the XP lane, but then you have this roam here. There's a Faramis, though, that comes up for Twisted Minds.
We still don't know.
We still don't know.
By the way, it might just be a Twisted Minds thing. If it does carry on through the next few days of week 1, then yeah, confirmed there have been shenanigans afoot in the scrims leading up to MPL Philippines Season 15.
Yeah, we'll also have to see if the Cult Altar will actually be will have an effect on the Pinnacle Ninja of the Hanzo.
It
like if it
depends
gets low,
whether it be the body that he's looking for or the ghost.
Yeah.
Where the AoE of the
yeah, exactly.
Cult
So
Altar
like, will
is,
the ghost actually be helped out by the Cult Altar?
Netherrealm, you mean?
Netherrealm, excuse me, Netherrealm.
We were
it's been a
talking
while.
about
It's been
the
a while.
7-year history.
Yeah, yeah.
So about 2 years ago it changed.
In my head, I was like, it's Netherrealm. Yeah, Netherrealm's the old one. It's Cult Altar. It's like, no, I was wrong. Oh, Aurora, go ahead and pick up
mentioned
Edith.
this earlier.
Yeah, Edith. And they go Farsa, but it's a different trade because Twisted Minds decided to take out the Eve, so they actually, again, they have the reach. They don't have to worry about reach, but Aurora actually has a good lineup to respond to a Faramis. They need something solid. They need a tanky frontliner that can hold. They can just go Gatot or Glue.
It's a Rome Hilda.
Wow.
Rome Hilda.
I don't know how to feel about this.
What has changed in the past 1.5 weeks?
Hanzo became legal. That's one. Stating the obvious, but hey, maybe it works. I'm looking at Twisted Mind's lineup right now. Something tells me this is what they were going for in game one. Something like this.
Yeah.
If there's just enough in this kit to really ruin your opponent's timings and positioning.
Since they couldn't get the timings down the last game, their goal here is to accomplish ruining the timings of Aurora.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
The Glue really could be a great pickup for Twisted Minds, and I'm looking at that as one of the best things to mess up what Aurora wants to do.
Yeah.
However, looking at it from a big picture, Aurora's lineup has all the tools it needs to respond to Twisted Minds, especially with that Edith last pick. They can go for a longer team fight. Because if it was just the Harith, Hylos, Farsa, Suyo, that's a short team fight. They're dependent on their key abilities, mainly their ultimates. While the Edith, her ultimate lasts a considerable amount of time, that it actually might just tire out Twisted Minds if they time out the Primal Wrath very well.
Not to mention it's Mr. Consistent play in the Edith, one of his signature
Welcome
picks.
to Mobile Legends.
Definitely one of his signature picks. We've seen him do this before, but we're going to load up into the Land of Dawn. Once again, it's match point here for Aurora against Twisted Minds, and we'll see if there's enough in this lineup for Twisted Minds to change the course of this series in this best of three. So some early action poking already.
Oh.
Whoa.
All right, Hajizi put down to a 10th of his health. Renegade not going to be able to finish the job, nor Yue. Outrange, no.
Okay, so 100% confirmed with Rome Hilda. Let's see what effect it's going to have against Roamer that's actually great for invading and defending against invades in the high loss. And it's just going to be a solid anchor that I think the Hilda might actually have some difficulty getting past.
I like that we get to see this matchup though to kind of like swapped, right? We've got the gold lane matchup with Outplayed this time around with Granger, and then you've got Dome and Kite on that Harith. And I think that's the thing, you know, when you look at this lineup and how are they going to, because for a lot of people that might be watching, you know, maybe they haven't seen the competitive play of the Hanzo so much. So I'm actually also interested to see if MP the King is able to execute it better than he did with Hayabusa.
You and a million players all around the world. It's actually the first outing of the reworked Hanzo in all of competitive professional play. So, yeah, no, it's a huge rework. I'd say a bigger rework than Selena.
Yeah, he can afford to get so aggro with this. He gets some iframes also. The new Soul Snatch actually is like one of the biggest changes to Hanzo. Makes him really great for disruption.
That's right. Well, there is a key window of timing, trying to get those Amin or Habakiri stacks. So he has to be in for like 2 seconds with the basic attacks and then go with the burst. So we're assuming what, attack speed build on MP the King?
Maybe that
Should
leaves a lot up here
Ooh.
for deciding, but already this first turtle is going to be battled out. They don't have the Feathered Airstrike now from Yue. They're going to go for it though. Here's MP the King looking for an angle.
Turtle down to a 4th of its health,
Whoa.
and now in comes MP the King. Look at the damage he's dealing, putting Edward down to a 10th of its health. Down goes James. Demon Kite with the Sever, taking down the XP laner of Twisted Minds. They're down a man, will not allow Twisted Minds to contest at all. First turtle going to Aurora.
If James was able to get a grab onto someone, that would have been the best scenario, but he was just blasted. Again, Aurora were ready for James trying to enter and break down the formation in the back line. They countered the glue, they countered the team fight of Twisted Minds.
Oh, Tommen Kite flanked by 4,
Wow.
dropping the Zaman Force early, defensively even, to survive.
Great usage. You know, Zaman Force, and he knows that there's going to be multiple members there, survives what could have been a fatality down on the bottom side, but now stays alive. They manage themselves a nice little comfortable lead, a 1.1 ahead for Aurora, looking to go ahead and continue to set the pace. Now, again, even when you look at that last objective take, they didn't have, I would say, their biggest tools to win the team fights, one being that Feathered Airstrike, but it was the decision to back off and go ahead and fight the fight in their favor once Twisted Minds came forward. And so as long as they're able to do that, even if they lose a lot of the firepower early on, oh, hold on, mid, already dropping down the Glorious Pathway. They're chasing Sensui here.
Yeah.
But he's going to be fine, actually.
Again, very difficult for a Hilda to be able to disrupt and read formations against the high loss. Hajizi getting blasted by Yue, and Yue's marking Hajizi down to the point that the Faramis keeps having to go back to the base.
These nothing fights are perfect for Aurora. They know that they're waiting about 40 seconds before the turtle spawns, so that's what they're playing. Now Revitalize dropped in here by Renegade, helping the rest of Aurora to survive. MP the King, his ghost gets popped, and they back him off. Luckily, given the new revamp, at max level, if I'm not mistaken, Pinnacle Ninja only has like, what, 15, 14 seconds off of cooldown, so he can spam it.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest changes. Instead of making Pinnacle Ninja difficult to attain ultimate, it's almost always just ready for you. So in a way, you've sort of gotten one of the best benefits of what fighters have, which is fast access to the ultimate.
It's like a super kick, you just always do it.
Yeah, it's just there.
Oh, part of this. Hold on, Sui. Oh, taking a Soul Sever to the face. He's fine. Demon Kite, though. They're going to get in position for this turtle. Renegade will spot them out, too. This looks like they want to go ahead and contest this. MP ready to go in.
Holding that small brush, getting ridden on by James. In comes MP the King with a Pinnacle Ninja. Renegade bites it. MP gets the score. Edward holding on to his old Demon Kite opened up. Retribution sharp as ever. Netherrealm compromised. Soul Sever. Not enough to finish off Sensui. Down goes Hajizi though. Edward gets one. Another grab by James. Will he be able to take down Yue? The answer is no! Gets knocked up, gets severed once more, and now James gets sent 6 feet under the ground.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. This glue is the kicker. Well, up top, MP the King.
Once more,
He couldn't
does get the Pinnacle Ninja.
Oh,
Can
Demon
Demon Kite find the body? Where's MP? Where's MP? Where's the real MP? And he does switcheroo.
Yeah, again, as we were saying, the glue, a fantastic pick for Twisted Minds, and it really messes up the team fighting for Aurora. But the longer the team fight goes, and when the Primal Wrath is perfectly timed by Edward, the Edith becomes a problem for Twisted Minds. Again, Twisted Minds cannot last a very long team fight. At some point, they're going to gas out, and the Edith will come into effect. That's exactly what happened in the last one.
Yeah, and I feel like they run out of gas quicker, right? Just because of the lineup that they have here. And, you know, even with that, Aurora just kind of taking things steady for the most part. Very just, you know, Yue with the Feathered Airstrike is just very giving. Like, he's going to drop it down every time it's available because of the fact that he knows that they can still win fights even without it.
Oh, Renegade walks into a brush with 3 members of Twisted Minds in it. Edward with the onward and the transformation. Primal Wrath taken down Sensui. Another one bites it. Hajizi, Domin Kite playing like he's the Granger from game 1. In your face, James. Down he goes with a charged Quella. Taking him down. 3 for none. Aurora dog walking Twisted Minds.
Again, Aurora can just last longer in a fight, and the lineup of Twisted Minds gasses out quickly. Not just that, they get bursted down quickly.
They get bursted down, but also I want to point out the fact that Renegade has been able to utilize this Hylos, and he's got the glorious pathway, man. He's been able to set things up really well with the rest of the team's kit here. MP's not going to be able to do anything against Edward and Domain Kite. But that's the thing, the layering of what's happening from Aurora is exactly what we saw from the composition from game 1. And they're making it happen here. Now they get this turtle, last one of the game, 3 for 3, and a 6.3k gold lead now.
Remember what we were talking about earlier, what I said, wherein that high loss, if going back to the lineup of Twisted Minds in game number 1, if it was paired up with an Edith, would work out so well. Now Aurora has the high loss paired up with an Edith, and it's working out so well.
And there's always that blunt object. Noted, sometimes it is a blunt force object in the Hilda, but Twisted Minds, they really like it, and it seems to be their detriment. Like, there's only so much a Hilda can do come team fights when it's reached full scale.
Yeah, again, the glue is a perfect companion hero to the Hilda, but it has just gotten way out of hand, and MP gets solo killed by Demon Kite in the purple buff.
I can only imagine what happened there, but when you find Hanzo alone, that does tend to happen.
Yeah, dude, I mean, he's not, hold on, mid lane.
The Death Strike popped in by Yue, opening up that tier 2 take. Twisted Mind staring down the barrel of a loaded gun. And here's the thing, Dominicai doesn't even have a gun. What does Killua have?
What is that?
It's magic, that's what.
You
got
watch
magic.
Hunter Hunter?
I'm watching it now. So it's, you know what, that's where we're at. But right now, Twisted Minds are losing more space to work around. and it's looking really grim. You can already see just how far ahead, you know, Dominkite, Demon Kite, and Edward, even Edward, on this Edith Big R in terms of itemization, and they're just going to force Twisted Minds out of their side of the jungle. Even Sensui is not going to be able to do anything. MP might just try to get the orange, doesn't, takes a peek around, but that's it. And you mentioned this, you know, when he got blasted 1v1.
Oh, what?
He finds you.
Man!
That's burst. What is MP rocking? How did he get that far? He only has a corrosion scythe.
Yeah,
Is that all he has?
New Hanzo's cooked, man.
All right, so
New Hanzo is
I'm
wild.
assuming he got like all 5 stacks of Amino Habakiri,
Yeah.
and then snow snatched him.
Yeah, that feels like a warning shot now for Aurora that, wait, yo, the Hanzo can do that despite them having a 7.3k gold lead in climbing.
So he's got Golden Staff and Corrosive Scythe.
Okay, so he has a
Oh,
golden
there you
staff
go.
with it too.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe
all right.
yeah, no, he had that. He had that this whole time. But
But still, the fact that you're able to do that.
You had a Blood Wings.
Yeah.
So he went through all that?
Yeah, he went through all of that, dude. He just went straight to the back line. And just, no!
All right, we're fine. Lord now down to about 0 health. Quick take by Aurora. And this is all you could get, right? When you're Twisted Minds, you can only do so much.
You can only do so much. Little reminder who made the game here. Now,
Yeah.
going back to it.
In case you forgot.
In case you forgot,
It's
right now.
Monton, not Montoon, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh. I don't know. Even when we just witnessed with that quick take, this might be a preview of how much damage potential can come out from Twisted Minds.
Yeah.
But they still have to deal with this massive gold deficit, and they have to deal with the Lord coming in to the mid lane. And the thing is, with Aurora's lineup, they can actually force the fight. We've seen Edward do this multiple times on this specific hero, this Edith, especially when the flicker is available. So expect them to almost force a fight here and force Twisted Minds to actually go in for the defense on this one.
Oh, gonna be a tough defense. Oh, good use of the ultimate by Yue to just immediately zone out, clear waves, and force Twisted Minds back.
That's right. Even if there were Holy Shields, Aurora have already compromised Twisted Minds' defense. Down goes the mid lane, tier 1, and that's a main artery. Aurora happy with their take, and now they're going to continue smothering Twisted Minds, taking away buffs from MP the King.
The next siege by Aurora can just go the same way again. Once Yue has that feathered airstrike, pop it, zone it, make sure Aurora can just go forward, push
Like
towers,
that.
and they're like that. Just he's doing it again.
Oh, MP though. Is he going to be on the hunt once again?
Oh, the answer. Zaun Force and the stun. Almost. If MP the King did not have the iframe to retreat. Clicks the ult once more to get back to his original body. Close calls. Now Aurora are playing a little more defensive. They're clumping up to where MP sends his ghost.
They still want to do that again, and they still have some waves pushing in. They want this top turret down before they go and take that next Lord when it's up. So they're going to fight for it here.
Perfectly synced. Bottom and top lane. One of them's got to give. Another Pinnacle Ninja by MP the King. You see there he was at the cusp of death, the brink of saying goodbye, being sent to Hades. But he does get the recovery. You know, when you do click that recovery button, he gets like yay bit of recovery health. So
That's exactly why I don't play Hanzo.
little mechanics. He's very deep.
Living on the edge when you play that hero, man.
Yeah, I like it though. Like the fact, like with the new changes to Pinnacle Ninja, it makes him again another sub roamer. He's sort of like another EXP laner that you pair up with your lineup that can really just go deep, get info, be aggressive, try to bring someone low, and then just go back safely.
Like a Masha.
Like a Masha.
Kamasha, like this.
That's nuts, the fact that he could do that.
Oh, finds Demon Kite. I don't think he can do that. Not to a Suyo.
Yeah.
All right, maybe he can try that on Yue and Domin Kite, but not Suyo, not Demon Kite.
Yeah, and even at that point, again, you're just going to be forced out of this this side of your jungle. You know, he can do it a couple times the best he can, but ultimately, you always have to focus on these objectives. You know, once that Lord is up, you're going to try to replicate that. But this time, you don't want to just freely let it go. He's going to be too late.
Gonna try the retribution, too late. Aurora blitzed that Lord, and they secure their second in game 1. That Lord is enhanced. He's gonna knock up and jump onto that tier 3 up top.
This next defense for Twisted Minds will be really difficult. Even if they decide to throw bodies, they're severely lacking damage, I think. That's like one of the biggest problems. Even if MP the King can get one, that's just one. At that point, Aurora would have thrown so much more that maybe Twisted Minds already took down or have already lost 2 or 3 members just with MP the King trying to get either Yue or Dominkite.
Okay, we'll see how they prep up this one. This top turret's surely going to go down. They have to deal with the Lord. But can they stay in this game without it being a sweep for Aurora? Here we go.
Glorious pathway by Renegade.
Oh!
MP the King bursted, didn't even last 2 seconds, and down goes Insui. James trying his best with a split. Hajizi pop, Dominkai gets a double, and now James left in no man's land, knee deep behind Aurora, and in a flash, Aurora gets the sweep.
Welcome back to MPL Philippines. Aurora continuing their strength from last season. Sort of fizzled out during the offseason, but now they are back, and they came back with a vengeance.
Again, Twisted Minds, looking like they had a game plan from game 1 and game 2, but just not ultimately able to execute that game plan. And against a team like Aurora, again, what they were able to accomplish in their journey from S14 to where they are now, they're definitely looking refined here, because even with this, against, a Hanzo across from them, they seem to be able to respond to it really well.
Joseph, there's a saying from a great general, plans are useless, planning is essential. I don't know if they planned for what happens if the plan failed.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in game 1 and 2. Like, they played on the Hilda.
Yep.
They tried to force it, and then Aurora just knew what to do.
Yeah, funnily enough, again, Hylos is one of those heroes that doesn't scream like power pick, but it has been used as a pick to anchor drafts around by teams, especially in SPS, where you'd be surprised.